Four news stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Firstly, we know that today General Assembly of Prosperity Party kicked off. First General Assembly of this party, PM Abiy delivered a speech. What did he say? He is claiming that Prosperity Party is the largest party in Africa. Secondly, viewers, I have a new story about Eritrean migrants. Doctors Without Borders have issued a statement a few hours ago. Doctors Without Borders have rescued some migrants from Mediterranean Sea. And these migrants include some unaccompanied minors. And these minors are from Eritrea. Thirdly, viewers, a video is being shared on social media sites showing Ethiopian security forces setting human bodies on fire. Who are being burnt in this video? Who are the perpetrators? What does this video indicate? And lastly, we have some pictures of TDF fighters which are being shared by Afar region-based news sources and Afar activists. They say these TDF fighters were taken prisoner in the past 48 hours in Afar. From which front were they taken prisoner? We'll have a look at that. First, viewers, General Assembly of Prosperity Party kicked off today. 1,600 members are participating in this General Assembly. 400 guests from abroad are also part of this session. We know that political party representatives from Djibouti, South Sudan, South Africa are also attending this session. PM Abiy delivered a speech during which he made some claims. Firstly, he said, Prosperity Party has 11 million registered and contributing members. So it means that Prosperity Party is the largest party not only in Ethiopia but also in Africa. First claim. Secondly, he said that it's the largest political party in Ethiopian history. He says the number of Prosperity Party members is more than a combined number of members of Ethiopian Workers' Party and EPRDF. Ethiopian Workers' Party was led by Mengistu Haile Mariam. And EPRDF was an alliance of some political parties like TPLF, Oromo, Amhara parties. So he claims that combined numbers, number of members of EPRDF and Workers' Party, this combined number is less than the number of members of Prosperity Party. Secondly, he says that this is a homegrown party, indigenous party, and Ethiopia wants to make a strong government through this party. The session, the assembly will continue in the coming 3 days as well. Some key decisions are expected in coming days. We'll update you in the coming days about key developments at this party meeting. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Eritrea. Doctors Without Borders, a humanitarian organization, Medics Sans Frontiers, it is also called MSF, has released a statement. MSF is operating a ship in the Mediterranean Sea. Its teams are on board this ship. The ship sails in the Mediterranean Sea and it carries out search and rescue operations to rescue migrants who try to cross from Libya into Europe through the Mediterranean Sea. And this Dr. Darboda's team was on board a ship called Geo Barents. There it conducted a rescue operation a few days ago. In the rescue operation, it has rescued some minors who are unaccompanied minors. They are from Eritrea. Some women, men, children as little as 4-month-old were also rescued by MS team. So you see that from Eritrea, people are migrating in large number. They cross into, I think, Sudan, then into Libya, and from Libya they then try to cross into Europe through the Mediterranean Sea. MSF says the Eritrean refugees, Eritrean migrants, they were tortured in Libya. They were sexually abused in Libya, and they have been rescued. Now they must be given asylum by the countries, by EU countries, by Europe. I criticize Eritrea not because I am against the president, the government there, but these people are the responsibility of Eritrean government. If they are so desperate to leave their country that they are carrying their 4-month-old babies, that shows that not everything is all right in Eritrea. Who is responsible? Of course, government. Governments are held accountable for the sufferings of the people. Who will hold Eritrean government accountable? That is the question. We're not against their way of government. They have a right to hold elections or not, to have democracy or not. But who will hold them accountable if they are involved in human rights violations, if their people are suffering? So the purpose of doing videos on Eritrea is just to inform people about the plight of Eritreans, like we talk about the plight of Ethiopians, Somalis as well. We're not against any particular government, any particular head of state. Thirdly, viewers, a video is being shared on social media sites. Very disturbing video. Several viewers shared it with me as well. The video shows security officials burning human bodies, setting them on fire. Now, the people who shared it with me, they shared with different wordings. Some said these are Amhara forces burning Tigrayans alive. Some said these are Amhara forces setting Oromos on fire. Some said it was from Benishangal Gumuz region. We tried to work on this video. Not showing you this video, very graphic video, just a few stills you can see. So who are these perpetrators and who are the victims? The perpetrators are security forces. It's difficult to say from which region they are. It seems that they could be from SNNPR, Southern Nation, Nationalities and People region, because their uniform and some of badges on their uniform indicate that they could be from SNNPR. Most experts which I have talked to, say that these are not Amhara special forces. Who are the victims? We don't know. Are they Tigrayans, Oromos, Gurages, Gomuz? We don't know. So it's difficult to say who are the victims. But one thing is for sure, that those who are setting human bodies on fire are security officials. What does it show? It shows institutionalized savagery, viewers. Entire security apparatus in Ethiopia has become brutal and savage. Security forces are they are bound to follow some rules. That is why they are called security forces. They are not mobs. They're not militias. They're security forces under some command. They follow some rules. They observe disciplinary regulations. How can security officials set human bodies on fire? How can it happen? Where can it happen? Yes, mobs do that. We know that mobs everywhere around the world, they express their anger in such a brutal way. But security forces don't do this type of stuff. If they're doing it, it means that entire institution of the security forces in Ethiopia has become brutal and savage, which needs an overhaul. Ethiopian security officials must be humanized, I would say. Those who are, it's not that I'm talking about entire Ethiopian military, entire TDF, entire Oromo military, but those who are Oromo forces and Tigrayan forces, those who are involved, they need rehabilitation, I would say. They are sick, and it is the responsibility of Ethiopian government to do some overhaul of their forces. Otherwise, it would lead to anger in public, and you would see mobs doing more than that. If security forces are burning human bodies, what would mobs do? Imagine. It's alarming, it's shocking, it's very disturbing. The perpetrators must be brought to justice. Otherwise, the savagery will consume Ethiopia. Lastly, viewers, we have some pictures for you. The pictures are of TDF fighters. These are being shared by Afar-based news sources. We know that the fighting is still going on between Tigray and Afar forces in Afar Tigray border areas. The pictures show TDF fighters who have been taken prisoner by Afar militias. You can see the picture on your screen. Where were these TDF fighters taken prisoner? It is being said that they were taken prisoner near Wasama. You can see Wasama on this map. Here, these TDF fighters were taken prisoner. We have some updates about ongoing Tigray Afar fighting. We're working on these updates, and we'll try to report about it in detail in tomorrow's video about intensifying fighting in some fronts between Tigray and Afar forces. Thank you for watching.